least fun part of the bin project just started. Concrete truck number 2 getting started. 36-foot bin, the new dryer here. So yeah, the first truck, he's pulling out now. First truck did about well, I'd say half the footer, but they still got a ways to go to get up on top here. So I gotta take 2 trucks just for the footer, and they'll start doing the cap on top for the floor of the bin. I got the bottom part of the footer poured. We'll have to make another lap now. Guy there on the left is sticking the vibrate down in there, getting it all settled out. Kind of fun to watch. But I can't stick around here the whole time. I got to go see if we got a place that's fit the plant. So we'll go do that in a little bit. Oh, there's the third truck. Just poked its head in. So we'll see the second truck go and see how far the third one gets. See their board there in the middle. They got a post on it, all greased up right there. So they'll use that to level off the top. It's got a little electric motor on it, I suppose, so it vibrates some and works the concrete, get it good and smooth. So you'll have a concrete smooth floor, and then you'll have metal stands, and then the bin floor goes above that, because the airspace in between is where you blow in your aeration fan. So some bins can have a concrete floor. One of the ones we took down had a concrete floor, but so this is concrete, and then there's metal stands sit on top of that, and then your aeration floor goes above that. Bringing in truck number 3. Worst part about all this concrete is this is a 36-foot dryer. Got to pay for it, of course. You got 2 42-foot bins going over there, and then a 24-foot wet bin down here. And you got a little pad for a leg and a little pad for a building we're going to build for all the electrical. So I've seen the estimates, obviously. Guess we agreed to do it. It's a lot of money for the concrete, though. See how truck 3 gets it filled up. Quite a bit to go yet. So the way the dryer will lay out here is, you see the ductwork on the old dryer over there. So the two new burners are going to be right here. This one has 2 burners instead of 1, so they'll all kind of be on the same side. We'll be unloading trucks and everything over here, so that helps keep the noise away, which is kind of nice. And the dryer is actually going to have 2 unloads. So one, I think, kind of that way, that goes to the new leg, but it'll also have an unload going this way, so we can unload to the old system and fill the bins that are still standing attached to the old leg. So that's what 3 loads of concrete looks like right there. I better go see what fields we got fit to plant, if any. I heard him say they're 4 and 5, so maybe 5 trucks to fill this whole thing up and be ready to go. And then you see there's no forms on the others or anything yet. Kind of contingent on getting the dryer placed, and then we'll really dial in some more measurements. Well, he must have some more to go, maybe. No, he's just cleaning out. So yeah, the 2 42s over there and the leg. And the reason we want to get the measurements is we don't quite know how much room we have for a building yet, and we got to get that locked down, and we got to get that scheduled too. So the building's gonna be nice. It's gonna house all our electrical panels and our dryer controls, and a place to sit while we're unloading trucks, test moisture, things like that. So something we haven't had before, so that'll be real nice. So I'm gonna go look in the fields, let these guys work. I'd like to start on popcorn right here at the shop. See, there's the bins over there. Problem is with the wheat straw out here, it's gonna be wet under that trash possibly, but we'll see. If not, we'll head north and do corn, or at least I'm gonna go look at it. Yeah, pull back the straw. It is kind of wet still. I say wet, but it's not mud. It still crumbles apart. But I think you could still cause some seed trench compaction doing that. It's not too far off, but it's getting there. Now I'm back from looking at fields. I might have some options for corn, but maybe hold off today for popcorn. Talk to Dad after lunch. But you can see they're getting it capped off here, pulling that board around, getting everything nice and level. We'll have the floor start building the bin structure on later. Just over halfway around, it looks like. Probably get this part done when I get back from lunch. I'm gonna go lunch, go home for a little bit. I'll be back. Well, that's what 70 yards of concrete looks like for the foundation. So it'll sit here and cure. They'll come back and take the forms off, and we'll move forward from here on the rest of the project. Right now, over here, fueling the tractor up, got the planter lowered down, ready to fill it. I'm gonna go plant some waxy corn. The least fun part of the bin project just started. I just got 4 emails with different invoices. So partial bill for the bin project, a couple $100,000 has to go away from the checking account now. So go check that out. So for those that don't know, there's drainage line under here. So part of it's broken and sucked all that dirt in. That's what it looks like when it does that. If you had a groundhog hole, there'd be dirt thrown out on top. So that's a little different. So let's take a couple flags down, come back and find it later. I'll fix it up. Finished one cornfield. I'll work on this cornfield a little longer before I go home tonight. Refill the planter in the morning, finish this field by noon. Going through a little hairy veg cover crop, and there'll be more bin stuff when more bin stuff happens. So stay tuned for that. See you later.